everyone. I'm Pastor Cheryl, and I'm here with my friend Linda Chance. And Linda is a wife and a mom, a grandmother, a career woman. And we're going to tell a little bit of the newness that God has been doing in her life this last season. But Linda grew up in a very religious home. And it was about 2007 when you came into relationship with Jesus, right?
Yes.
And since then, God's done a lot of amazing things. Right. And so about 10 years ago, you came to Heights Church, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about what God has done in your life since you've come to Heights Church.
Oh, wow. So since I've come to Heights Church, I've gotten married.
Yeah.
What else have I done?
You've served in women's events.
Yes, I've served in women's events. I'm in a life group. I've led Keys to Freedom.
And your family keeps growing, and God has been really faithful in a lot of ways, right?
In a lot of ways, yes.
But what we want to drill in on today is this fact that for many years you felt like there was a whisper or a call to something that about 20 months ago you took a plunge to do. So tell us about that.
Well, I've always had these seeds were planted many years ago. About when I was 28, I knew that I wanted to be a nurse. But due to life events and what happened, I was never able to fulfill. I went back to school and then would have to drop, or life called, and I was called to be a single mom, of course, to take care of my mother. I'd gone back to school, and then my mom got sick, so I took care of her, and we went to the leadership summit back in August of 2019, and I was just really called to one of the people that were speaking there, and she really penetrated, and she said something key for me, which was dream small. So I downsized my dream and found myself pursuing nursing school. The very next day, and just went to talk to them, and I actually started school a week later. So these were seeds that were planted within me that I knew God was calling me, that they were part of my being, His destiny, what He has designed me to be. And so I went to school full-time, was a full-time mother, full-time career woman, and this program fit right into my life, although it took a lot of sacrifice, a lot of faith and trust in God. Because, I was like, really, can I do this? And He absolutely showed me yes. And so...
you graduated with honors, yes?
Yep, on February 19th.
Yes, and the other piece of this story that I love so much is that you were positioned within your peers, the other students, and God really used you there. What happened in that?
Well, I got to pray for women. They would ask me, hey, Linda, have you prayed us in? And I was like, yeah, I absolutely did. And then it transpired or transformed into where they were meeting me before the exams, and I was praying for us. So, not only did I get to pray us in, but then they started having me partner with them and pray with them. And then it transformed into where they wanted to study at my home because they said there was just a sense of peace, and they could focus better, and we all know that's Jesus.
It is
Jesus lives in my house.
Yes.
And so I was blessed with the opportunity to pray with them and usher them in and provide a home for them to study in.
You had great impact in their lives, and you are journeying with them even still with what's going on. So God has obviously called you to be a nurse, and you're in pursuit of that actual assignment at this point. But God is also saying something to you else right now, like just be still.
Oh, He's just having me rest in the stillness and wait, and because I don't know, I absolutely trust Him, and I don't feel the urgency to move and go use that license right now. But one thing I want to say is that I have absolutely just rested in Him and trusted Him every step of this journey. And that's the narrative that I want to change, is that although I had whispers and things like, oh, you're too old, it's too late, I want to change that narrative and let you know that when God's called us to something, we have to step into that. And you know, he opened every door just seamless and without obstacles, and
Love it.
I was able to step in, and he carried me through that entire process.
Well, I want to say from Heights Church, we are so proud of you. And we're so proud of how you've leaned in to let God do what only He can do. And for the example that you've been, that Jesus does live within you. So your future is really bright, and we are excited for the days ahead.
Excited.
So, thanks for sharing your story with us today. It's been great.